Everyone shows you the before and the after, the rock bottom and the glow up, the breakdown and the breakthrough. But nobody shows you the during, the 4 months in where you're not at rock bottom anymore, but you're also nowhere near okay. The part where you're functional on the outside and completely untethered on the inside. The part where you've done all the right things and you still wake up some mornings and have to remind yourself why you're still trying. That's what I want to talk about today. Not the inspiring version, the real one. We have built a culture obsessed with recovery speed. How fast did you get back on your feet? How quickly did you heal? Did you turn your trauma into content? Did you find the lesson? And there's nothing wrong with growth. But when growth becomes the expectation, when healing has a deadline, when you feel like you're failing at recovering, that's not motivation. That's cruelty wearing a self-help costume. Some things take years. The death of someone you loved, the end of an identity, a career, a marriage, a version of yourself you built everything around. These things don't have a 6-week timeline. And the pressure to move faster doesn't make you move faster. It just makes you feel ashamed of where you are. And shame is the slowest healer there is. So the first thing I want to say is, stop apologizing for being in the middle. The middle is not a failure. The middle is where the actual work happens. The middle doesn't look like movies. It's not montages and morning runs and journaling and golden light. It's doing the laundry when everything in you wants to lie on the floor. It's calling a friend back even though talking takes energy you don't have. It's choosing on an ordinary Wednesday to eat something real instead of nothing, because you remember that you're worth the bare minimum of care even when you don't feel like it. The middle is full of small choices that nobody sees and nobody applauds, and those are the ones that rebuild you. Because rebuilding doesn't happen in the dramatic moments. It happens in the repetition of tiny decisions that say, I'm still here, I'm still trying, I'm not done. You don't need to have it figured out. You just need to make the next small choice. And then the one after that. That's it. That's actually it. I want to ask you something. When a friend came to you in their hardest season, did you tell them to hurry up? Did you tell them they were weak for struggling? Did you decide they were doing it wrong? Of course not. You sat with them. You made them tea, or you drove to them at 11 p.m., or you just stayed on the phone and didn't talk because you knew that presence was the point. You deserve that same thing from yourself. Not as a treat. Not as a reward for having earned it. Just because you're a person going through something real and you deserve the same grace you would freely give to someone you love. Learning to quiet the voice that calls you weak for grieving, lazy for resting, dramatic for struggling, that is some of the most important work you'll ever do. I don't know what you're carrying right now, but I know that you're still here, which means some part of you keeps choosing to be, and that is not nothing. That is actually everything. Rebuilding isn't a straight line. It's messy and slow and full of days where you feel like you went backward. When you didn't, you just couldn't see the progress yet. Be patient with yourself the way you'd be patient with someone you truly love. Do the small things. Let the season be what it is, and know that winter, no matter how long, is not the last season.